check out the campsite. So this is called Devil's Hollow. We're pretty close to Blue Rag actually. We're going to camp here. What a killer spot. Yeah. And it's actually like proper cold with a bit of a breeze. Definitely not very summery for us. Good day! So we've headed off to the Blue Rag track. It was only about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes from camp, so that's pretty good. Yeah, this is rated as medium and then difficult, I think. I don't really know what to expect, so it'll be interesting to see.
So steep. I just put on.
Well, what a day. Absolutely magic weather. It's probably, I don't know, very low 20s maybe. Maybe a bit colder, but it's beautiful in the sun. Unbelievable. So this is definitely more scenic than Billy Goat's Bluff. It's a lot more open and stuff to see. I think the track must keep going down there, and I don't know where it ends. Maybe it ends at the river or something. And then you got to come back up again. But to be honest, I don't feel that well, and the kids will probably be just as happy to sit back at camp, so I think that's what we'll do. Well, we're back at camp. So that is a really beautiful track actually. I would say worth doing more than Billy Goat's. A lot more scenic. It's shorter and easier. You still want to have good tyres and that, but you'd get a stock vehicle up there with yeah, a decent driver, I think. A few little holes and offset things you got to watch where you put your car, or you'd have to have a number of cracks. So, but disappointingly, on the way back down, our aircon died, stopped working, so this has happened before. I can only assume that the evaporator's cracked again behind the dash, which is a pain. So it'll have to go back to Isuzu. They pull the dash out, replace the evaporator, re-gas it all. And you'd think, you know, being up in the high country, not such a problem, but for some reason, even on like full air, cold air, it's blowing quite warm air, and yeah, to the point that you can't even have the windows closed. And then when you're on four drive tracks, getting covered in dust with the windows down, not much fun, so a bit disappointing. But anyway, this is a cracker campsite. We just topped the diesel up. I'm expecting it to get pretty cold tonight, so we will be able to use the heater if we need to, the diesel heater. That is absolutely fantastic. Kids are in there having a bit of a break, watching some stuff on YouTube. Pretty rare for them to do that, really. Like, we haven't, I don't know, it would have been weeks since they've last done it for more than you know, a couple of minutes at a time before bed or whatever. Yeah, what a place. How would you be? What a wicked spot. Sarah and I have been looking forward to camping at a spot like this for a while actually, and it's never really worked out. You know, spot's too small or too pokey or whatever, but this is magic. So we'll spend the day tomorrow and should be awesome. It's pretty cold though, isn't it?
It's a little bit cold.
It's freezing. Well, colder than we've had for a long time anyway.
Yeah, probably not as cold as it can get up here.
So it's supposed to be, you know, 1,520 metres where we are at the moment. Look at the colours coming out. What a spot. Rightio, well, bit of solar panel testing today and some maintenance. I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, running these two Renogy panels, 400 watt, which is sort of semi solid, and then a blanket. I like them, they're pretty cool. They do well. So yeah, we're at 15-20 metres. Sun is not as overhead as it could be, but they seem to do okay. They generate pretty good. And then we're over here, so I never open this, it's pretty rare. But every now and again, really important just to check all the electrical connections. So I've been through all of these ones for our main solar, the inverter connections, fuse connections, making sure they're tight, and then the battery terminals. So when you're running, you know, high wattage appliances like the induction that we do every day, those can come loose from the heating and cooling, and also from the corrugations, and if they come loose and you don't pick it up, you can either damage the battery or you cause a hot connection, which eventually ends in something melting or a fire or whatever, so no good. So yeah, quite a few of them actually tightened, not dramatically, but just nipped them up a bit, and they'll be good for another 6 months or so probably.
Got him. Look, I got him.
What is he?
That grasshopper.
Show me. And let him go. Look at your face, boy.
Dad, I want to bring him to camp.
Okay. Rightio, welcome to another campsite. It's a bit windy here, so we left Devil's Hollow this morning into Omeo. Quite a beautiful place in there, and we've just come out to a free camp, something bridge. I would never even be able to pronounce it even if I could remember it. We'll put it on the screen. And tomorrow we're going to head up north towards, is it Kankubine? I don't know how you say it. And we're going to drive the Alpine Way to Jindabyne. Been doing some reading about what you can and can't tow and so forth. Some people recommend you don't do it at all, towing anything. Other people say it's fine. So we're pretty cautious, and you know, I know how to engine brake and all that. So should be fine. We'll head up that way and then down to Jindabyne, Mount Kosciuszko, Thredbo, all that, and into Canberra. And I have organised for our D-Max to get looked at in Mossvale actually. I looked up a whole heap of Isuzus. They're booked out for weeks in advance. The 3 in Canberra didn't have very good reviews. And yeah, the good ones that do have good reviews are booked out even further. No surprise. So we booked it in for 3 or 4 weeks from now. Get the aircon done. We'll get the front brake pads done that need doing. And I'm going to get our viscous hub replaced as well because it's not doing what it should. At 97 degrees it used to come on and really roar and cool the car down. It's not doing that. Anyway, see how we go. Good day. So we're just past Curralong, I think is how you say it, London's Bridge campground right on the Murray River. Left our camp this morning and drove up through that range, Narrati Valley or something or other. Not a bad gravel road actually. Just quite windy and not bad overall. Took us about 2 hours to do, I don't know, 130 k's or something. Anyway, this is not a bad little spot. We're only going to stay overnight. Cooper's down there having a flick around. Free camp again, and then we hit the Alpine Way, heading down towards Tom Groggin's campground and Thredbo and all the rest of those cool places. So we filled up with fuel, 214 or something. We could have got it for 210, but good old petrol spy was lying about the location of one of the servos. So anyway, easy to get here, a few people spread around the place, vans and whatnot, and we are parked on a boat ramp, which I only sort of realised once we had finished, but anyway, not a bad little place. Go on, put your feet in. It's really warm, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Murray River, it's beautiful, nice and warm.
It's not the Murray River.
It is the Murray River.
No!
Yeah, this flows all the way down to, remember Goolwa Beach?
And also Sandwiches.
Yeah, that's right.
This is not the Murray River.
Near Victor Harbour it is, mate.
No.
Alright, you gonna hop in? Good day, what a wicked morning to wake up to. Absolutely beautiful, as they often are in these parts. It's cool, it's not freezing, really nice. Cannot complain at all. Sarah's over there on the toilet. I'll spin you around. Ah, I'm just kidding. There you go. Tell you on that, that's kind of our definition of a decent gap between us and others. If you can go to the toilet without putting the toilet tent out, as in other people can't see you, then you're laughing.